So as we know, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, I hope I didn't butcher his last name, but I call him Elon and Vivek team. What do they do? So they are the head of Doge. Doge is Department of Government Efficiency, okay? Something caught my eye on Twitter the other day that Doge is claiming already that they are doing a great job. So what's the job of Doge, let's say? It's to find inefficient spots in the government and slow down the spending, slow down the frivolous spending or the fraud, so that our debt doesn't keep ballooning $1 trillion every 100 days. Okay, well, according to the Doge, okay, Department of Government Efficiency, they're claiming that U.S. government, they're saving the U.S. government $1 billion per day, every single day. Wonderful. So let's break this down. According to the Coinbase letter, which does, again, I follow him on Twitter, fantastic job. So it's been exactly 1 week since inauguration. If Doge is saving 1 billion day already, again, this is what the Doge is saying. Now, we need to fact check this, obviously. It's unprecedented, right? So let's assume they save 1 billion a day for the entire year one. A total of 365 billion through January 2026. Wonderful. In year 2024, the U.S. deficit came in at 1.8 trillion. This means Doge could reduce the U.S. deficit by 20% in year one. So if under the assumption that our deficit is going to be, again, 1.8 trillion and Doge can save 365 billion, that's 20%. That's wonderful. Now, is it wonderful that we still have $1.5 trillion in deficit and the debt's going to go up by that much? No, but it's something. It's better than nothing, I guess. So let's put it into perspective. U.S. spent $850 billion on defense spending in 2024. The savings would equal to 43%, 365 billion on 850 billion. The net interest cost this year is going to be $1.2 trillion on our debt. And we spent 882 billion in 2024 on average interest rate, with an average interest rate of 3.3%. So the 365 billion saving out of that percentage is going to be about 30%. Wonderful. The 10-year note yield is up over 100 basis points since the rate cuts began, and rising inflation and deficit spending worries. Yes, we get that. So if we cut this frivolous spending, okay, by Washington, and Doge does its job, maybe we can get this. Look, I'm saying that this debt, our national debt, is never going to get paid back. However, reducing it first, I think, would be a good first step, or stopping the increases from going up by 100, every 100 days by $1 trillion. So FYI, the last U.S. president to achieve a budget surplus, which is very highly unlikely under Trump with his tariffs and with his cut the taxes proposals that are going to come up, it was Bill Clinton in 1998. So look, I am all for Doge, okay? I think it's needed. I think there's a lot of people who don't do anything in the government. I did a video last week. It's on the channel. Doge to the rescue, I said. Do you know how many people work for the federal government? Federal government is the largest employer in the country, and it's been going up through the roof, employment for the federal government. 23.5 million people work for the federal government in the U.S. Do we need 23.5 million to run this country? People to run this country? No. So my thinking is, I'm not saying I hope not everybody loses their job, but I don't think 23.5 million people are necessary to run this country. And we're talking every single department now on the federal government. Federal government is the largest employer, and it's been hiring at a 5% clip. Why do we need more people? And most of them don't go to work, right? Most of them sit at home, work from home. I don't think the country needs 23.5 million. I'm not wishing bad on people saying you should lose your job or do this or do that, but I think efficiency has been something that's lacking for a long, long time in this country, and I think it's about time that we pay attention to it. Again, I don't think it's going to solve the $36 trillion national debt problem. I think what it's going to do is it's going to slow the growth down, slow the deficits down a little bit, because that's when we need to just first slow it down, because it's out of control train right now. It's off the train wreck. It's just like a plane, Cessna plane spiraling to earth. I'm like, we need to end this madness. We can't keep borrowing and spending. We just can't do that, right? And so hopefully Elon and Vivek are going to do a good job. And I will fact check that. It just came out. Their claim of saving the U.S. government $1 billion, right? We need to fact check it, and we need to figure out if it's true or not.